Every tech down in Tech-ville liked Shiftmas a lot. But the wrench, who lived just north of Tech-ville, did not. The wrench hated Shiftmas, the whole Shiftmas season. Now you shouldn't ask why, no one does know the reason. Staring down from his lair with a grim wrenchy frown at the warm shop-light windows below in their town. And they're hanging their cases, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Shiftmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his wrench fingers nervously drumming, I must find a way to stop Shiftmas from coming. Every tech down in Tech-ville, the new and the skilled, they stand at their stations and then start to build. They build, and they build, and they build. And the more the wrench thought of this tech Shiftmas build, the more the wrench thought, I must stop this whole guild. Why, for 31 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Shiftmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea, a quite shifty idea. The wrench got a wonderful shifty idea. I know just what to do, the wrench laughed at his catch. With this patch and this hat, I look just like a tech. All I need is a car, the wrench looked all around. But since cars are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old wrench? No, the wrench simply said, if I can't find a car, I'll make one instead. So he pushed off his dog Torque, then he took some red thread, and he tied 4 wheels on axles to the frame on his bed. In his ramshackle car, he hitched in old Torque. Then the wrench said, let's go, and turned at the fork. All the shop lights were dark, the smell of fluid filled the air. All the techs were dreaming sweet dreams of customer care, when the wrench came to the first shop on the square. In this shop, the little tech's tools all hung in a row. These gloves, he grinned, are the first things to go. Then he ducked and he slid around cars quite unpleasant. Around the whole shop, he took every present. Impacts and jacks, harnesses and drums, valve bodies, shift cables, cases, and plums. And now, grinned the wrench, I will stuff up the transmissions. And the wrench grabbed the transmission and he started to lift when he heard a sound like that of smooth shift. He turned around fast and he saw a small tech, little Cindy Beck tech, who was not more than a speck. She stared at the wrench and said, "'Excuse me, Tech, why? Why are you taking our transmission? Why?" "Why, my sweet little tot?" the fake master lied. "There's a crack on this pan, so it leaks on one side. So I'm taking it back to my shop, my dear. I'll remanufacture it there, then I'll bring it back here." And his fib fooled the tech, then he patted her head, and he handed her some fluid and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Beck Tech went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the machine up. Then he did the same thing to the other techs' houses, leaving parts much too small for even the techs' bell mouses. "To heck with the techs," he was wrenchiously humming. "They're finding out now that no Shiftmas is coming. The noise of their crying I simply must hear." So he paused, and the wrench put his hand to his ear. And then he did hear something rise up from below. It was the sound of those shop fans a blow. The sound wasn't sad. Why, the sound was delight. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, quite. Every tech down in Tech-ville, the new and the skilled, was building without any tools at all. He hadn't stopped Shiftmas from coming, it came. Somehow or the other, it came just the same. And the wrench, with his wrench feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without shafts. It came without gears. It came without converters, housings, or rears. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the wrench thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Shiftmas, he thought, doesn't have to be so bad. Maybe on Shiftmas, perhaps, I should be glad. And what happened then? Well, in Tech-ville they say that the wrench's small heart was remanufactured that day. And he brought back the tools, the parts, the whole lump, and he himself, the wrench, torqued a transmission pump.